In this video I'm going to be walking the entire length of Onang Canal, one of Bangkok's historic canals. It's a great walk this guys, hope you enjoy it. To get to Onang Canal you can take the MRT to Samyot, or if you wanted to do the entire walk here you can take the boat to Memorial Bridge, and this is the very start of the canal right behind here, and it just leads straight on to the Chao Phraya River just over here. Incidentally guys, this is a really good restaurant if you're wanting a few afternoon drinks or you want to go for evening meal. They've also got barbecue at the top here as well. Today's canal walk is about 2.5 kilometers, so walking directly would be just over about 30 minutes. However, we cross a few main roads and obviously we'll be stopping many times, so I expect about 2 or 3 hours for this one. That part I've just crossed over there is probably the worst part actually. You just have to go across the expressway and then you're right on the canal here, and from now on you can pretty much walk all of it. Okay, so it's time for breakfast. Now the reason why I thought I'd make this one today guys is because they've got this festival on here, the Onang Canal Festival, from the 18th to the 31st of July. It'll be starting in the evening. If you're going to come down here, come down at like 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and it's going all the way through into the evening till about 11 o'clock. So really worth checking out. This part's very interesting. This part here is like Little India on this side. So you've got many Indian restaurants. You've got Royal India over here, Tony's, which is also good, but it's not open just yet. But if you're looking for some good Indian food around here, check out Tony's. I think that's open. Yeah, it's open at 11 o'clock, that one. And it's about 10:30 now. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to grab some Bhutanese food just a little bit further up. Also closed, must be 11 o'clock start time. Okay, no problem, I'll go somewhere else. This is Zaffran Eatery right at the start of Onang Canal. It serves halal North Indian cuisine. I ordered a berry lassi, but somehow I ended up with a watermelon shake instead. Obviously being British, I just smiled, drank it and I pretended everything was absolutely fine. Thankfully my egg biryani was actually what I ordered, so I suppose that's a win. Haven't been there before. Food was quite good, pretty nice biryani. And altogether that and the shake, the watermelon shake, not the berry lassi, was 240, so pretty decent. The Onang Canal was built in 1783 and it was built in order to form like a defensive ring around Ratchakosin Island, the historic old centre with the Grand Palace and some of Bangkok's most famous temples. Look at this work of art here. You've got mango, watermelon, mangosteen, passion fruit, 50 baht. Unbelievable. I've got more fruit on top of the smoothie than I'll eat in an entire day. Absolutely unbelievable. For 50 baht too, it's crazy. So that place was called Tikky Smoothie. Now actually if you search on Google the best frappé in Bangkok, that will come up right next to it. So when I first saw that I'm just sort of like, a bit suspicious, isn't it, calling yourself the best frappé in Bangkok? Well, it's probably the best in Thailand. At 50 baht, you've got to give a tip when you go there guys, because it's amazing. Like, it's fantastic, the lady's lovely, the fruit's really fresh and the smoothie's great. I mean, that'd be worth like 150. On the other side of the canal, you've just got this Amma hostel here, and look at this for a picturesque street. Fantastic, it's really beautiful. On an evening, this one as well, because it's lit up. Really nice. One thing Onang Canal is very famous for is the street art, no more so than this character itself. This character's called Mardi, and it's from a guy who's nicknamed Alex Face. And he's kind of like the Bangkok Banksy. Every time you see this character with the 3 eyes, it's by Alex Face. There's quite a lot of his stuff around Bangkok. So you can just see here they've got the stage set up for the performances. So they'll have, every night they've got bands on here right until the end of the month. And just along here, this is Sampeng Market, this little alleyway that runs down here. And it'll take you about 25-30 minutes to walk the entire length of this alleyway, and it's probably one of the cheapest places you can go in Bangkok to get things like souvenirs. I did a whole video about this, so I'll pop this up on the screen now if you're interested in checking that one out. There are a few small sections where you can get right onto the canal here, and just behind me you've got Yaorat Road, and this is the main artery of Chinatown. So this is quite nice if you are in Chinatown and you want to kind of have a bit of peace and quiet. I think that was a fish. There's a bit of peace and quiet. You can kind of like just jump onto the canal, and it's a really nice place to relax before heading back into the chaos of Chinatown. Likewise, if you go into Sampeng Market, that can be really busy too. And if you want a break, then just head here and just have a coffee or like a smoothie, something nice just on the canal. Now, there's an absolutely excellent place just further around here. There's a lady, she's got a car. Oh, this is it here. So these are really great. I think they're called Bajia or something like this. Very similar to like an onion bhaji. They're made with yellow peas or split peas sometimes, and they come served with chilies too. So inside they've got like shallots, quite doughy. They've got like a very savoury taste to them. What Thais will do when they're eating with them, they'll get the chilli like this. They'll take the chilli and they'll have this together, just to give it like a little spice kick. They also come with this spicy dipping sauce too. But because I'm in potentially the worst location ever to eat, I'm not going to be using it today. This mural behind me is particularly interesting because you can see people kayaking along the Khlong, and what happened when they first opened here, they had lots of activities and events. They opened in 2020, I think it was, around the time of COVID, and you think it's going to be quite bad, but it did really well with domestic tourism. Loads of people were flocking to come here, and then over the years it's just kind of died off a little bit, stopped organising so many activities, and particularly this second section of the canal, it's just dead all the time. So I think what the idea is with this festival, they're trying to rejuvenate it a bit and bring people back because it is a beautiful area. But just since I've been in the last 3 years, I could probably count on my hand how many times I've seen activities around this canal, which is a real shame. So just over there we have Damrong Satit Bridge, and this marks the end of the pedestrian area, and you've got this arch here. You've got two of these in Chinatown, they mark the entrance to Chinatown, and that's just Charoen Krung Road, the second main road of Chinatown, just running along the back there. I've seen this on an evening, they've got quite a lot of seating here, so if you want to come watch a bit of live music, the backdrop with the arch at the back, it looks absolutely superb. Whilst this part isn't part of the pedestrianised part of the street, it's still very walkable. Look at this, in fact it's even better. You've got like really wide pavements on this side. The only thing is you've not got so many businesses. You've got like a little coffee shop just further down, which is quite nice. Another one over there, this is Cough and Cow, that's another coffee shop too. I just really want to sit outside today though, because it's nice. Towards the top of the canal you can just see Wat Saket poking out over there. Really beautiful place to visit if you're in the parts. Well, time for a bit of lunch, I'd say. I know just the spot. Opposite Bangkok's Wat Saket is Liang Heng, a traditional noodle shop serving bowls of slow braised pork noodles. The old Chinese lettering above the doorway shows the long Chinese heritage of the shop. Today I went for stewed pork with rice, served with a spicy chili dip and a clear broth on the side. Absolutely amazing, a great stop for breakfast or lunch. Okay, so that place does some excellent pork in there, loads of different variety of pork dishes. You get some nice pork soups as well. And also next door they've got this place as well. So if you're into a bit of beef, similar sort of thing, lots of beef soups and noodle soups. And you'd be thinking, because we're literally right opposite Wat Saket, and you would be thinking in this location, the food's just going to be like touristy. It's not at all. Like most of the people eating in these restaurants, these along here, they're Thai people. I always find it a bit strange that, because in a lot of other places, you know, like opposite the most touristy part, you would think there would be purely all tourists eating there, but it's not the case here. I did a whole walk around this area to Wat Saket, and I'll put the video up on the screen, and if you're interested in watching that, I kind of go a more direct route from the MRT to get there, but it's all over the same sort of area, so if you're liking this area, check that video out up there. So you can find lots of wooden kind of craft items if you're interested on this street, lots of souvenirs. You're not exactly be wanting to take a door home, but you can find magnets and crafts for the kitchen and whatnot on that street. And it's kind of like this in Thailand. All the areas are kind of divided up into sort of like sections. So you'll have like a street for woodcrafts, and then you'll have another street for electrical parts. And in this area alone, they've got a street for just sells trophies. And then there's another street that just sells police uniforms. And then you've even got a street that just sells guns. So it's really interesting. I've just spotted this place called Tim Mansion. This is a nice little one for a stop off, have a drink. I mean, there's no shade, so you're gonna have to tough it out for a little bit. And there is a bit of construction, so I won't be stopping there now. But just give it another 3 or 4 months and this area is going to be really interesting to visit. So just as you hit the top of the canal, you get to Mahakan Fort Park, and that's just the fort behind there. Beautiful fort. Again, these were built around the same time as the moat to defend the city. And there's only a few of them left in Bangkok, and this is one of them just there. Beautiful little park though, and again it's going under a lot of development, and I'll show you in a minute like what's going on down there, but it's insane. There's so much development, there's so many workers out here renovating this path here, and also doing a lot of the foliage. All the guys in green are in charge of like planting and cutting down the trees, and there's tons of those guys too. Looks like they're building some sort of massive project. I've never seen so many people up around the canal here. Okay guys, so this is where Khlong Bang ends, and it becomes Khlong Bang Lamphu, and that goes all the way out to the other side of the Chao Phraya River. So great walk, and like I say, apart from that initial section you have to go across the expressway, it's pretty walkable. You can go all the way up here, and then where we are now, just down there is the Democracy Monument, and you just got Khao San behind that. So we can double up with another like visit if you want to go somewhere else, or Wat Saket on the other side there. Fantastic little walk. So thank you for watching guys, hope you've enjoyed today's video. See you in the next one.